Pittsburgh police are investigating another deadly shooting in the city. We'll have the latest on the investigation coming up.
A hit and run in a very popular area for bars, restaurants, and shopping. And the search is going on right now to track down a suspect.
Plus, this car rolled over and slammed into a temple. 2 people had to be rushed to local trauma centers. What police think may have played a factor in this crash.
Pittsburgh's Action News 4 starts right now.
Certainly does. 6:30 on the dot. Thank you so much for waking up and joining us. And a good morning. It's Tuesday, June 15th. I'm Kelly Fry.
Yeah, good morning, Kelly. Good morning to you. I'm Kelly Sasso here for Michelle Wright. And this morning, Duquesne Light says their crews have been working around the clock to try to restore power after the past 2 days of these severe storms in our region. This here is video from Shaler Township in the North Hills where you can see that tree fell on one of the power lines. Some areas could be waiting another day, though, before the lights come back on. So with that, we want to turn it over to certified most accurate meteorologist Ashley Doherty. Tracking some rain today, Ashley, but not severe, right?
Not severe and very scattered. So most areas, I think, are really going to stay dry. But this morning, we're dealing with some fog, and it's really thickened up, especially north of the city. Venango and parts of Butler County, less than a 2-mile visibility, down to 2 to 3 miles into Clarion and Kittanning. Still, Indiana County, it's been like this all morning long. In some areas, down to a 0-mile visibility. That's very dangerous fog, very low visibility this morning. Less than a half a mile in Greensburg and parts of Westmoreland. 2.5-mile visibility in Uniontown. We're less than 2 miles currently in Morgantown. If you don't have the fog, you do get to see the sunshine, though. It's beautiful out with our action cam over the city this morning. Here's what we're watching. This weak front that's just going to skim our area. It's not going to pass directly through our area, so we'll pass just a little east of us. So overall, we can't rule out a few stray showers, but overall, I think most of us are going to stay dry today. 56 degrees in Pittsburgh, 55 in Kittanning, 55 Greensburg, Newcastle and Beaver sitting at 54. So over the next 12 hours, daytime highs in the low to mid 70s. Those increasing clouds for the afternoon and a few stray showers. Elena.
Nice to get a break from those storms. Thanks, Ashley. Very good. Tuesday morning, unfortunately, things are not all that calm on your roads if you're out in South Strabane Township, particularly actually if you're on 79 in the southbound direction. This is what you are dealing with. Overturned tractor trailer, no injuries reported from this accident, which is some good news, but you can see both lanes are blocked and drivers are just kind of creeping on by on the shoulder there. This is right near the ramp to westbound 70, again on 79 in the southbound direction. So be mindful of that. It's starting to cause very heavy backups on 79 southbound. You also have a disabled vehicle on 28, which is on the right shoulder, so it's not blocking any lanes, but you know, cars are of course slowing down and being cautious as they get around it. So we are seeing slowdowns on 28 inbound between Harmer and RIDC Park. Not too bad here. Here's a look if you're coming in on the Parkway East. Now we're seeing those heavy backups right at the Wilkinsburg exit. Parkway West is still pretty smooth right now, which is good news. Tunnel times are at 8 minutes on the Parkway East from Churchill, 6 on the Parkway West from Carnegie, Route 28 about 15 minutes, Turnpike to Veterans Bridge, and 279 still looking good for you.
All right, Elena, thank you. We want to get to our breaking news that we've been tracking for you this morning. Police investigating a deadly shooting in Pittsburgh's Brookline neighborhood. Pittsburgh's Action News 4 reporter Chandy Chapman joining us live from police headquarters with the latest on the search to find the killer.
This morning, Pittsburgh police are investigating that deadly shooting that happened in Brookline. Let's take a look at some video from last night from the scene. Around 11 o'clock, several police officers arrived to the 1100 block of Creedmoor Avenue for reports of shots fired. When they got there, police found a man on the sidewalk not breathing. Medics transported him to a hospital where he was later pronounced dead. Now, right now, police are looking for a motive and no arrests have been made. Reporting live at Pittsburgh Police Headquarters, Chandy Chapman, Pittsburgh's Action News 4.
All right, we'll keep following that this morning. Chandy, thank you.
Absolutely. Also right now, Pittsburgh police are searching for the person who hit a man with a car and then drove off, and now the victim is in critical condition. This happened at a very popular intersection, South Aiken Avenue and Walnut Street, right at the opening of Shadyside's main shopping district. Police say the man was hit by a car around 12:30 this morning. He was unresponsive, bleeding from his head when he was rushed to the hospital. Police have not released a description of the car, at least at this point, that was involved.
And also, we know 2 people are now in the hospital after a car crashed into a building in Duquesne. Check this out. This white Jeep rolled over and struck a Masonic temple. This was on Clonmel Street about 3 o'clock this morning. When police got there, they say a person was still trapped inside of that car. Another person, they say, was trapped under the car. Firefighters were able to rescue them. They were taken to trauma centers in Pittsburgh, one of them by medical helicopter. This crash is still under investigation, but the police chief tells us they believe alcohol was a factor.
All right, now to the latest on COVID-19. Life is starting to return to pre-pandemic normal, if you can call it that. But the United States has also hit another grim milestone. 600,000 Americans killed by COVID-19.
So although new COVID-19 cases are declining across most of the country, 8 states are actually seeing increases, and 7 of them have below average vaccination rates. Infections are rising in Alabama, Arkansas, Hawaii, Missouri, Nevada, Texas, Utah, and Wyoming. All of them except Hawaii have recorded vaccination rates that are lower than the national average of 43%. In Pennsylvania, 57% of adults are now fully vaccinated.
Well, coming up on Pittsburgh's Action News 4, catching fire, melting, and exploding. The Amazon products federal regulators are investigating right now.
And bracing for a severe flu season. Why health experts believe the flu's impact this year could be bigger than we have ever seen.